9 months to go from concept
The meaning is going to be written with zeros and ones.
to this. I got the layout idea after my summer job shift. I planned to pay my brother 500 USD for maintaining and bringing this concept to life. He never did. So 9 months before graduating, I decided to do it myself and make my programming efforts part of my project. A 2-in-1. I already had polished ideas of what I wanted as a theme for my project. A socio-critical project taken through a photographic studio lens to over-exaggerate its presence. Some ideas required big sets or settings to which I couldn't get access to or simply were too wild and not worth risking anyone's life over. Like the escalator handstand on the left side. But people were definitely willing to dedicate themselves to the idea. So with the dead time I had, I decided to challenge myself and set a goal. To have a simple functional website to debut my final high school project. So I bet you have previously used the inspect element to edit the HTML. So how hard could it be if I can already do that? Overconfident. I was aiming to be done after one single all-nighter. Boy, was I wrong. It definitely took me the better part of what felt like a 4 months trial and error just to get the layout right. With continuous Google searches, YouTube videos, and GitHub repositories. November of 2022 was when I finally had the layout down. So I realized how easy it was to add a menu system with different sites like contact, projects, etc. So I decided to add those. I looked for a free hosting website and Netlify looked modern and easy to understand compared to the fossils like WordPress. Only if any downside at all with Netlify was the domain name having netlify.app. But to be honest, I'd rather have an always up and running website compared to a down and pretty URL website. I always hate it when I try to access someone's work, but they have forgotten to pay for the domain. What I didn't realize was how difficult this JavaScript animation would be, until I came across a Type Me animation. After countless and mindless adjustments, I managed to bring my website online within the deadline. And that's on my mom. That's with the animation. So I did it. 9 months, gave birth to my own website that debuted my final high school project. I originally planned to do just this part, but I got this, and even this done. I tried keeping up with the amount of pictures I was taking and trying to keep the website up to date, but it became more of a chore, which it was its first shortcoming. A feeling that I had to compensate for my inexperience. I tried over-optimizing it, and it became a fixation. To the point that it flipped into being too layered, complex, and overcrowded. Hard to maintain an unstructured website with a regular job on top of it all. The whole purpose behind my drive to build a portfolio was to have my pictures accessible for everyone and anyone, and not force people to pay for it like some other photographers that have it as common practice. Despite having exhibitions and print and selling pieces. During my primary school years in Greece, between grade 5 to 6, I fell in love with an idea. I learned that the ancient Greeks had a theater, and in that theater, tickets were free. They believed that art is a form of education, and it should be accessible to everyone. That was what I was taught, at least, and even if it gets debunked, I still love that philosophy. My own website that doesn't force me to rely and monetize on its visitors, since it costed nothing to make.
I am nothing!